Hello, come in.
Come on, guys, log on.
Okay, yeah, sure. Very good.
Okay, guys,
Hey.
share the live. We wait to see if someone coming on, and then we're gonna start. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Junior. Welcome.
Junior.
All right. Let's start. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for bringing us together, dear Lord Jesus, for guiding and protecting us. Help us that we just do your will, dear Lord Father. Touch our eyes to see and our ears to hear. Bless our families, dear Lord. Guide our path and let us do what is right. In your name I pray. Amen. So welcome to another episode of Motivational Monday, where each one teach one. And I just want to say, our goal is to educate and empower anyone regardless of race, culture, ethnicity, or faith, struggling with an assortment of life adversities. We believe education enlightens dark path less traveled and liberates a sense of hopelessness. We believe the safety of transparency illuminates and activates the true meaning and caring, sharing unrevealed and empowered wholeness. Our group sessions are designed to introduce our midst of information, life topic that surrounds individual, our families, communities, and nation. Your contribution is uplifting and supporting others in the struggle will be appreciated. I assure you that Motivational Monday with Phyllis and Philia will continue to provide the highest standard of service and comfort as our communication exceed your expectations.
Yes.
All right? So yes, Junior in the house. Welcome, Junior. And we want to say, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. I also want to say happy belated birthday to my nephew, Shadrach Worrell, Petra, Stuart, my niece, my next niece, Maserite Talbot, and all those who have celebrated a birthday. We want to say happy birthday to Michelle. All God's blessing. And again, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. So many names to call, but know that
we have not forgotten you.
Yeah.
Which, talking about forgotten, also today is a monumental day in history.
Yes.
Is September 11, and on September 11, 2001, we experienced travesty or tragedy in the world where the World Trade Center had collapsed. So we want to give our condolences to those families, to the world for their loss, and we would like to give a moment of silence.
Okay, so yes, guys. So the word of the week will be?
Our word of the week is injunction. Injunction is to prevent the demolition. The injunction refers to order from a court of law that says something must be done or must not be done. So that is injunction. Today, you see our background is different because we are live
from Cancun, Mexico.
Yes.
So we here, again, share the page, like the page. I'll give you 5 ways to boost your metabolism, and we're just going to be short because we want to get in our conversation.
Yes.
Simply put, metabolism is the amount of energy or calories our bodies needs to function on a daily basis. The faster your metabolism the more calories or energy you burn during your daily activities. When this process of generation, storing, and transmitting power are out of whack, your body may become vulnerable to metabolic imbalances, which can lead to health problems. Diabetes is a classic example of the body's inability to mobilize blood sugar properly. Keeping your metabolism working at a healthy rate is so important to the daily functions. All right, 1 is exercise more. 2, weight, train, and muscle mass to your body, and you can burn more calories at rest. Make sure you choose a total body strength routine. 3, don't skip meals, especially breakfast. You need to keep the feng shui burning, and you actually burn calories as you digest food. 4, eat fat burning food. Fat burning ingredients like protein, spicy peppers, and green tea have been proven to bump up the metabolism. 5, get a good night's sleep every night. Studies show that the lack of sleep affects activities in the brain, frontline lobe, which may decrease your impulse control and decision making. Again, I'm not a doctor. I am reading from Google, and again, if you find it sluggish, check your doctor. Something may be going on with the body that you don't know. And Beverly, we want to say thank you that you were here in Mele with us, and you get back home safely.
Yes.
So God is good. June, thank you for logging in too. Remember, share the page, like the page. All right. So Philip, what's the topic today?
Well, our topic today is how to enjoy your vacation, but get back into the swing of things when your vacation is done. I mean, the reason why we thought this topic was important is because we enjoyed ourselves for the past 6 days in Cancun, Mexico, celebrating the wonderful Mele celebration. And this past week has just been action upon action, dancing, partying, food, drinks, everything you could possibly think about. But it all comes to an end, and we prepare again for either next year, for your next vacation. And it's just about the mindset, what happens when you have come from a wonderful vacation and now going back into the swing of things. Because that's really important for your mindset to be good. Because sometimes you're still on vacation and it's very difficult to get back going. Or sometimes you can become a little frustrated or depressed that you don't feel rested from your vacation. So this is why we want to bring up this topic.
Yes. So I want to say, guys, we had the pleasure of attending Mele for the second time because Philly and I were here for Mele 2022, and we had the pleasure of attending Mele 2023. So I want to say that kudos to Tribe for bringing such an event to Mexico, especially Cancun, and I want to say big up to Marshall Montano and his team.
Yes.
Really
I
must
performer.
Say, brilliant performance from him and all the artists that were here. Also, we want to big up the Moon Palace team. I mean, guys, you want for nothing, your bed made up. When we come back, going to sleep, they make your bed up. They have chocolates. I mean,
everything
they have everything to accommodate. They make our stay as comfortable as a home away from home. So we want to encourage people, for those that want to experience, because Mele is an experience, I would say.
You cannot describe it, no matter how much you see it on YouTube or anything. You have to physically be here, and we would not. I mean, we're not sponsors.
Yeah, we're not sponsors.
But not that we don't want to be. But shout us out.
Yeah.
No, but really, we are just talking about our experience. I mean, Mele is actually where I met Phyllis. So to think that this friendship that just started literally a year on a plane a year and change ago, now look at us here. So you don't even know that long-lasting friendships can be developed. Just that,
And again, as you can see, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago.
I'm from Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone. So we're representing today.
Representing our nations, representing one love, a united front passion. We all have passion, and passion unites people, you
Right.
know. But this experience, it was wonderful. I mean, last year I felt like Mele was more crowded,
Right.
and I think maybe this year because of the timing,
Yes.
there are so many
because last year it
carnivals.
was earlier on in the
It was
year.
in late April,
And
early
this
May.
year now they bring it later on
Correct.
in September month.
Right.
Good
So-
night, Charlotte.
Good night. So I think that maybe that's why it was less people, but the experience was still
Amazing.
top notch. No matter what, it didn't matter that the crowd changed anything. It didn't change the event. In fact, it almost felt a little better
Yes.
because it felt like almost more intimate. It felt there were like a lot of events where, you know, the themes that they used, and you know, just being able to follow it, you just felt like even if you didn't physically attend concerts, you still enjoyed yourself
Yes.
at the pool because of the nonstop music, the partying, the people. Everyone you could feel the love and
Yes.
the passion from everyone.
Everyone.
There was no chaos. There were no fights.
No.
Like it was really, 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 really wonderful.
Everybody came out to enjoy the 5 days of festivity.
Right.
And it all started on Thursday when we arrived. Well, Philia came a day before,
Right.
but I can tell you about my experience when I landed here in Cancun. Customs was a breeze, no problem. When you get out, they had the Mele signs with all the buses. You just get on the bus and the bus take you into the hotel, which is the Moon Palace Resort. Now this resort that we stayed on has 3 hotels.
Right.
We have the Sunrise Hotel, we have the Nazook Hotel, and we have the Grand Hotel. Now the Sunrise Hotel is where all the activities were taking place.
Right.
The Nazook is the second one,
It's the
and the
second
Grand is the big one.
Yeah, the big coolness.
Yeah, the big
We love
coolness,
it,
you
yeah.
know.
Right.
So that's the experience that we when we came off the bus, we were greeted with a flower. You get your check luggage to make sure that your luggage is yours. They give you a number, and then you go inside. You have eats, you have drinks. You get to the line, and you check into, you know, your room or whatever it is, and then you leave and you go over to the lobby area, and there the festivities start.
It literally starts once you walk in.
Once you walk in.
And
Now it's an all-inclusive. Food and drinks were included in the package.
Right.
And you do not need to leave the resort to go
anywhere.
anywhere.
Everything you need is right here.
here.
Literally.
That's
at
how
your
they
room.
make it.
Yes. And even down to like if you don't even want to go eat in the restaurants, you
Yeah,
can
room
physically
service
have room, and it's 24
4
hours.
hours.
And there's nothing that they don't pretty much serve. As long
Yeah.
as it's on there, they'll bring it to you. So the hospitality in this resort, the Moon Palace, is really exquisite and top notch, and we're just so grateful that they would take or appreciate such an event and make it wonderful, because it's not just the event, but it's also the hosts that make it wonderful. And they really, really, really make the event an experience that we cannot really duplicate.
And Afia is saying, I always will forever refer to Mele as the ultimate unexplainable experience,
Yes.
pace after pace after pace.
Yes.
And yes,
Pacing
and what I
yourself.
think we love about Mele,
Mhm.
even if you bring children, they cater for kids.
Yes, they do.
They have a
Right.
daycare, they
Playroom,
have playroom,
a
they have a
bowling
water
alley,
park.
a water park.
Yes,
I mean,
so
there's nothing. So even if you feel like it's a long event and you don't have a
you
place
can bring
for
along your
children,
family
you can
because
still
your
bring them
husband
along.
might want to go to the
To all of the
festivities,
festivities.
so you could attend the
Right,
festivities.
right.
So
Or
you
if
can
you
bring
have
your
a-
mom,
Correct.
grandmom,
Which I plan to
sisters,
do.
brothers, anybody could attend it. And just a disclaimer, guys, not because you're living in Trinidad and Tobago, that doesn't say that you cannot come to Mele, Mexico. You do not need a visa for Mexico. You can take your airline from, I guess it's Caribbean or Copa Airlines. You fly through Panama, and from Panama they bring you here to Cancun.
Mexico, yes.
Mexico, and just as you can go to anywhere in the Caribbean
Mhm.
via Avenue. So don't
Right.
think because you are Trinidadian
That
and you
you
don't have a visa,
Right.
you can't go nowhere.
A lot of people from Trinidad were here.
A
actually.
lot of
It was
people
a lot of
from
people.
Trinidad came to Mele. So
Right.
that's a thought for you guys who want to come and have an experience.
experience,
I
yeah.
think it's very good for people to know what the limitations are.
Right. And also with the experiences, as I said, they have the concerts, they have like pool parties every single day. So even down to that, if you are a person who you're not necessarily interested in the concert, you can just have a great time at the pool, and then in the evening you relax, you take your time to check out the resort, because there's so much to see, so many restaurants to visit. Of course, some restaurants you have to make reservations for, but for the most part, you're just walking in and just having a delightful time.
And Ines is saying yes, and he can also stay in the room and drink.
Yes.
Yes, you have a mini bar, and your mini bar
top shelf
yes,
stuff in your mini bar. And and they refill it every day, so you don't have to feel like once it's done, you're done.
Yes.
Whenever you come, you physically find it restocked and at no charge. It's all inclusive.
Yes. So for that, I want to say for year 2 now, experiencing Mele, what have you experienced differently from last time to this time? I know you said that the crowd was less,
right,
but I think it was manageable and more.
Yes. It was definitely more manageable. I also feel like it was more organized.
Yes.
Right. It just didn't feel.
They're getting better and better.
They're getting better and better. I think that they're looking to perfect how everything is running, because I do remember last year, maybe because it was the first time, check-in was not as simplified as it is now. Like, I remember taking a couple of hours before getting our rooms, but this year it was like a cinch. Within 15-20 minutes your process was done, you got your bags, and you were off to, you didn't even have to go to your rooms, because
they took your bags,
concierge took your bags to the room. So you could literally start partying once you entered the hotel. What I love is the themes. The themes were great because they give you an idea or a variety of things that you can do thematically. So for example, there'll be a theme where you could have beige and pink, or hot pink, or sparkle, or tropical. There's so many things. White. So if, or white, all white. So if in looking at the website, you can pack adequately, because that's another thing with vacation.
Yes,
you tend to overpack. You don't need to do that in this one, because they tell you in advance what each day is going to be, and you just pack. Of course, if you're a person who doesn't mind sticking by the pool all day, bring adequate amount of
bathing suits.
Cover-ups if you're not really into, showing off anything. You cover up, you can still be classy and sexy, Men, you don't have to worry about bringing like the most expensive sneakers and wear, because
you don't need that.
You don't need that. No one is looking at that.
No, everybody just come to have a fun time, and enjoy themselves.
Right.
And I think that was good too, because you see each country, representing where they're from, and I think that was so good, because again, this Mele experience make you one. It don't make you feel different,
No.
And so what do you think about the performance now? Let's talk about day one, which was Thursday, when we arrived.
Day one performance. Well, first of all, the artists, they treat you like you're VIP. Like, they give you a show. It's not like because it's a resort that they can have, they might.
And keep in mind, this is a soca event.
Yes, so
it's a soca event.
80-90%
soca. I mean, we had Bojo Banton, but this is a soca event. All right. And the first night we had Nyla Blackman, we had Ravi B, we had Nadia Baxton, we had that was the first night, right? And I think we had Skinny Fabulous.
Yes, that was night one, right?
So that was day one, which was the Thursday. So from the time you come, you gotta go to the pool, because it's the pool.
You're getting top DJs at the pool.
Pool close off like around 7.
Yes,
7 o'clock.
Starts at
5.
Yes, no, earlier. I think at like 1 o'clock. I think in the pool
party
around the pool. Right, guys.
1 o'clock in the morning.
No, in the afternoon.
In the afternoon, yeah. The pool party is like from 1 to 7.
Right.
That's where everybody hang. That's where you get all the DJ Private Ryan. We have Rico Suave. We have all the top DJs. We have DJs from Trinidad. So it was a mix, because remember, it's tribe.
Right.
You know, and plus what I like too is try to walk with their own security.
Yeah.
So they had their own security, making sure that everybody is safe, making sure that it was accident free.
Yep.
You know, they cater for people in wheelchairs.
Yeah, they did.
You know, disabled people were
they
here.
kept them in the front where
Yes.
they can feel secure and feel part of. Everything was so inclusive
Yes.
in the way they went about doing it. And even as I said, there were a couple of people who had their children here, and it still never felt inappropriate, like a child to be here, because the kids were just enjoying themselves, and the DJs would big up the kids if they were winding up and splashing. It was just like it was still such a wholesome event at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I think that in itself made the event so wonderful, you know, and manageable.
Exactly. Yeah. And so that was day 1, which was Thursday.
Right.
Day 2 now, which was Friday night, and that was Bojo Band.
Bojo.
And that was all white. We had to wear all white.
All
and
white.
I mean, this was my first time experiencing Bojo live. Bojo is a legend. It was his night.
Yes.
You know, and I want to thank again the Double M and his team for bringing Bojo, because last year we had Beanie Man.
Yes.
You know, so
Yes.
he has artists that he brings, and I
Mhm.
mean Bojo bring his A game.
brought
He
it.
sang for an hour and a half
Wow.
or more
Non-stop.
non-stop. You know,
Beautiful.
and I like that, and I think it was very good, and you know, it was just amazing.
It was, and you felt like you paid tons of money at a concert,
Yeah.
you know. But it was literally a secured place on the sand, so it felt natural. You know, you didn't have to necessarily be on the sand. You could have been on the side where the concrete is,
Right.
but it just felt so wonderful, so natural. Like you literally felt like.
Then you
like,
always had food. You're hungry.
Yes.
You always had food
Food was
stand.
always
You
available.
always had your bars
Yes.
set up, because they know Trinis or West Indians, we love to drink, and with the experience last year, probably taught them, so they had all the bars and everything.
Tons of bars,
just-
and people also walking around with just Modelo, you know, Carib. They had this, they had so many different drinks. Just having it, and you just literally just take and you enjoy.
And as a
yourself.
plus, they added doubles.
Oh yeah,
and
the
corn
doubles
soup.
was actually pretty good.
Yes,
It
and
was
corn
really, really
soup.
good. Yes, and corn soup. So
So that was day 2.
that was day 2 alone. Can you imagine? You're already like feeling winded, and that is only day 2.
2, yeah. So day 3 now, that was Saturday morning.
That was Saturday. Yes.
That was the parade.
Yes.
Where we dressed up in our costumes and we had our trucks.
Oh my gosh, we had 2
The
trucks.
sun was 100 and how much?
It was beaming like 103.
Yes.
It was so hot, but it was so fun. It was
Fun.
beautiful. I mean, you of course can purchase your costumes from their Mele website,
Or you could bring along your costume
that
from
you
any
wore from
past.
another carnival, which
For-
is fine.
everybody.
You're gonna actually find people who
Yeah.
wear the same costumes.
Yeah.
In fact, Phyllis and I got ours on Amazon.
Amazon, yeah.
We
made
just
up our
got
own
something
stuff.
in phone, and I saw 1 or 2 people with the same ones. I was like, hey, we are already a
Yeah.
tribe, you know. And
Yeah.
it was so much fun. No animosity, no jealousy going on. It was
Everybody was just
it was
having a
vibe.
great
It
time.
was beautiful.
And what I love about this year is Marshall Montano actually was around for everything.
Every event,
He was
yeah.
at
Even
every event.
at the parade.
He was greeting people.
Yeah.
He was at the parade. I even got to meet his mother, Mrs. Montano.
Mhm.
His niece. I didn't even know he had a niece, Marcus, his brother, his daughter, big teenager too. And you know, the mom was
His
like,
daughter.
I'm 70, his niece, his
Okay.
brother has
Right.
a child.
Okay.
And we met her with the mom, Mrs. Montano, and she was like, I'm 73, because she stopped and she spoke to us.
Right.
And I mean, Marsha was there taking out pictures with people.
That's
I mean,
so
it was just like a family.
It felt like a family guy. And he even
yeah.
had his daughter. His daughter performed.
Yeah, his daughter.
And a beautiful girl, beautiful
Yeah.
dancer.
Yes.
And he was like, this is the first and last he's going to perform on stage.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, because of all the attention. But just even having it as like a family affair was just
Yes.
such a wonderful thing.
His
And people-
dancers did a
Oh,
wonderful
they were
job too.
amazing. Non-stop action, non-stop energy.
Yes.
Like never a moment that it was dull. And then he had male dancers, female dancers, both intertwined. I mean, they were. What I love about that performance was he sang other songs,
Yes.
other artists. Like he made other artists feel like they were here. That's how
Yes.
it felt, because he's such an amazing performer. And I think the energy that he brings to the stage, you don't
It's
feel
like-
like you've been shortchanged.
No.
You know.
So coming now from the parade, after the parade, the band take you. They ended up on the beach.
Yes.
No,
I
didn't make the beach because after that sun beat us so I was exhausted. So I decided to go back to my room, take a shower, and I napped. Now Saturday night, he had a bonfire experience where he was doing
it's like an unplugged mic where it's just him and his guitar.
Down on the beach side,
they had pillows and
everything. Again, who
candles.
wanted to be in the sun, who wanted to be out of the sun.
They could have been there.
It was a nice vibe.
Just asking personal questions.
Yes.
What made you write this song? You know, what made you get into the music industry? You know, have you ever thought of leave? Like any kind of question. He was so open and transparent.
Yeah.
And it was just beautiful because it wasn't loud. It gave you that intimacy. Kind of like, I think thematically he was already doing that by meeting people, allowing them to take pictures with him, having them meet his mother. I think that was his intention, is to make it a family affair.
Yes.
So by the time that happened, people were so comfortable. Even though you knew he was a big star, you still felt like he was accessible, and I think that was beautiful in itself. You know.
And after that, now we still on Saturday.
So now that
we had the Latin night where they went upstairs in a room and they parties
nice
there.
and flowery, and you get to enjoy yourself.
And that went on. Now these events, mind you, ended up like 3 in the morning. But the one thing I like though is the cafe that they had 24/7 where you could have got coffee, tea, or a cold cut sandwiches. Then you had ice cream, any kind of cheesecake, carrot cake, you name it.
Lord,
they had it open, so you was never hungry.
Never hungry. There's never a time you can go to bed and say, oh, like I gotta wait till 7.
Yeah.
No.
Or you could call room service.
Or you call room service. Like it's really, really, really a great experience, and you don't feel shortchanged. Like it's worth your money.
Right. And then now day 4, which was Sunday morning in Icary, we had the breakfast party that started 5 a.m.
So I asked Phyllis, I was like, you really mean 5? I'm telling you, 5 a.m. sharp, that music came on. I was like, God, these people are starting already. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. I can't believe we're hearing soca already. But they were diligent and on time.
And then it was a theme again. It was beige, right?
Yes, it was a nice beige and kind of like an orangish pink. It was so beautiful. And like Phyllis came with the right colors. She was like, hey, I didn't know it was a theme. And I was like, well, you dressed appropriately. So just out of like just being in sync, not even really realizing that she actually brought the correct clothes. So I know next year we're going to be a lot more
better.
Yeah, we're going to be better.
We were just winging it.
We just winging it, but it worked. It really, really worked. Yeah. It was fun.
And then in the evening, breakfast party, we had Voice perform at the breakfast party that happened just above by the beach area, and that went on until like what, 1 o'clock? Right, and after that now, they went to
started at 5.
It started at 5.
Okay, good.
Then they went to the pool party, and the theme of that pool party was a hot pink.
Hot pink.
I skipped that because the time I finished with the breakfast party, I was exhausted. I was wet. The sun was like 100 and something. I just couldn't. Now me, I paced myself because I could not have done all the events because my body wasn't allowing it. I needed to sleep. So I skipped that pool party in order to get Marshall.
Yes. So
right? And that happened after the
10 o'clock in the evening.
10 o'clock at night. Then
she was ready.
I was ready, up, get my nap, and then.
Which was a sparkle, like a bit of sparkle. So a lot of people had on like sequin, silver, gold. It was so pretty. Like just watching how everybody came in there with a touch of sparkle. And then they had fireworks. Oh, that performance was amazing. Like you cannot explain.
Marshall, one thing I can say with all in all, Marshall is a performer.
He is a great.
And I have not yet to see another soca artist
that
perform and could do and man a crowd as he does.
No, he commands every moment.
He's just good at what he does.
He was born for this. There are people who become great, and there are people who are born great. He's 100% born great, and so big up to Marshall.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say though was like even for myself at the pool party, I didn't attend. Actually, I feel a little congested. I'm not quite sure. I think it was just maybe my body just being overworked because I'm not used to doing so many activities back to back. So it is important to pace yourself. And pacing yourself, it could just be deciphering what you want to attend.
What you want to do. Like I did the major stuff.
Correct. Right.
I did not do everything because
and
I
still enjoyed yourself thoroughly.
It's
not like as if it's not like as if, oh, if I don't attend the pool party, then I'm not going to have fun, or if I don't attend the breakfast. No, you still have a great time. However, there are people who will do every single thing, and then there are people who do some things. Either way, the experiences are so wonderful and so great and so fun that you don't feel robbed anyway.
No.
So pace yourself. Maybe if you plan to attend everything, do it in halves. So if something starts at 1, maybe go at 3 or 4, so you get a little bit of everything. That would be my suggestion, just so you still get a piece of the action. So for me, I did miss the pool party, which would have been wonderful, and I missed, there was one thing I think
I missed the pool party, and I missed the night with the bonfire. I couldn't, I was too tired.
Right.
Carrie's asking how much day. It's a 5-day, 4 nights,
so it was,
5 days.
Yes, so it was from
4 nights, 5 days, from
the 11th.
7 to the 11th.
So we suggest, honestly, I'm already thinking, I don't know when they start putting out the
for
information, but
I'm
I'm really like, this time I think I may want to bring my entire family. I just think it would be a great experience for my kids. You know, of course, they're not going to be at any of the parties.
As we say again, they have things for kids and they have things for the adults.
And the kids will still have a great
most
time.
of the things for the adults is at night.
Right.
And there is 3 hotels on the resort that your kids don't have to be in the sunrise.
They don't have to
where
be
the
in the
activities
sunrise.
are. They can be in the zoo or you can come to the Grand because there is water park for the kids.
Correct.
So again, I would suggest walk with someone who could do activities with the kids if you decide to go. And
like maybe an older kid that's in their teens or something like that. They don't have to be necessary with the events where there's alcohol. You can definitely pace them and they will still have a great time. And if you stay at the Grand is actually it's further, so you don't really hear a lot of the activities. Actually, you don't hear anything.
Nothing.
But if you stay at Nazook, you do hear. So you do hear the music. So you're still getting that experience.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything because we are at the Grand right now.
And it's
so
further out.
It's further out, and we had to take our trolleys. We have buses 24 hours.
Coach buses with the most comfortable seats ever.
That takes you from one
place to another. I mean, the hotel really takes care of their guests.
Yeah.
So big up to the hotel.
Big up
Grand
to the
Palace.
hotel.
We love it.
Yeah.
So in getting to this, Phyllis, now it's like we are going back home
back
tomorrow.
To reality now.
Back to reality, like, right. So what do you suggest, or what do you do as a person who's so well traveled? How do you get back in the swing of things?
Okay, so tomorrow, please God, I'm leaving and I'm going to work on Wednesday morning for 6 a.m. But how I program myself is, I'm a Trinidadian. We party hard, we work hard, we play hard, and we just get up and do what we have to do.
No excuses.
So for me, once my alarm goes off at 4:30, I'm up and about to go and do the people them work.
Okay.
I'm not tired.
Right.
I slept most of the day today because all the activities is done, and I think it's better too if you could come a day before and leave a day after and not the day off.
Correct.
So that way you could probably get some rest and you alleviate the crowd leaving on Monday because most of the people are already gone from since this morning when we were leaving 4 a.m.
People were
already packing the bags. They had the buses coming.
Right.
I guess because people had early
6
flights.
o'clock.
Right. So for me, it's just back to reality, back to work, but I will be in Miami Carnival next month, God's willing.
Yes,
so pace and pace again.
Yes.
So
back to
for me, it's just normal. You know, you play hard, do hard. That's what we do for Carnival. For Carnival, it's pace too in Trinidad.
Right.
You know, so for me, it's not getting back. It will be hard. So how about you?
But for me, this is all new for me since I met Phyllis. I have not partied that much in my life. Now it's like every second, Phyllis, so what's going on now? But first of all, I've never spent this much money because, but whether it's being in New York and paying for boat rides, or this, online, or whatever, I'm just like, you could live life and still and enjoy yourself and still be a great worker, a great mother, great spouse, great. You could do a great friend. One is not indicative upon the other, what I'm realizing. And it doesn't mean because you enjoy yourself mean that you're taking away from something else. I just think that pacing yourself, prioritizing when things are supposed
and
to.
planning, I think,
is key. Right. You can't just
I
go on the
saying
way.
it's a vacation away from a vacation, and it's right. Because I think, listen, we all work hard.
Yeah.
And I think we all have bills. Every month we have the same bills coming.
Nothing
right?
changes, right?
So my take is, why save all this money and you're dying and you're leaving it for these kids that don't care about you when you die? When you die, you have wishes. If it's not in black and white, they're not going to honor that wishes. They're trying to get the cheapest way out to send you.
Right.
So my thing is, enjoy the hard-earned money that you have now while you're alive, while they have breath, while they could walk, while they could talk, while they could do things. I mean, we have a good crew. Philly and I, we have a good crew.
Nice sisterhood.
A good sisterhood and
brotherhood.
And brotherhood, right?
Yeah.
So we try to do things together.
Yeah.
So what we do is try to plan. So I know God's willing for 2024. I think the girls want to come to Mele.
Yes.
Then we will go to DR. We have a girls trip coming along.
Right.
So we want to do that. And then, we have a couple other things that we
things
want to do.
Right.
It may not be traveling international. It could be a road trip.
Mm-hmm.
It could be entails the kids. So what I'm saying is that you don't have to have this enormous amount of money to say, I can afford that. Or some people say, girl, I would like your life. You don't know my journey, you don't know my story. And I hate when people tell me that, because you know what? My life was tough. I came from Trinidad. My mother is 14 kids she had. But you know what? I say I am going to enjoy whatever life I have to do what I want to do.
Right.
And I love to travel.
Right.
And I have friends who love to travel too. So we do things together.
Right.
Now, here's the catch in it. Anytime you travel with a group, it's cheaper because you don't have to pay $200 for a hotel.
Right.
If it's 4 people traveling, you get 2 rooms, or 4 people stay in 1 room. That's coming up like $50 per person.
It's
so
you
much
multiply,
cheaper. It's more
and
cheaper.
You still get to have
look at our Charlotte.
We went to Charlotte. We had
how much
such a great time.
How much we paid for that flight?
I swear.
$200 and something dollars. They know,
room.
Right? Dane was the planner in the group. Dane like to do these things.
Yeah,
so we give Dane our project. So Dane found the flights, right? And then we found the Airbnb, right? And then we just multiply that by 7.
Everything by 7.
And one person paid $150 per person, right? And then hotel,
we
and then our rental
else.
was 3 something.
Right.
For the how much days from Thursday to Sunday.
So the entire trip didn't even cost $500 for each person.
And then we multiply that too, because we take a 7-seater where we only had to study about gas.
Right.
And the gas was about $40.
Right. For the whole time.
So you can do things if you have a good sisterhood.
Correct.
And in a group, and you could afford to do these kind of things. Now Kerry's saying planning in advance and a group is cheaper. Yes, it is cheaper.
Absolutely,
so don't feel that you need to go with your spouse alone. Get some friends, encourage them.
Or if you go with your spouse, go with a couple of people with their spouses.
Yes.
So it becomes a couples trip, which is fun too.
Yes.
You can do that, like, all right, 3 or 4 guys and 4 women, and you guys formulate something. You can, as I said, get one rental. You have one person maybe pay for the airfare just so you can guarantee the seats are together. And then you all have your system with Venmo, Zelle, or Cash App. You just have to have integrity, making sure that
you're paying
when people pay.
And another thing too, if you're going out for dinner, the bill splits in 5. So don't tell me I'm not drinking alcohol, I'm not paying for this. Then we don't want you on a trip. Okay?
So for someone like me, I get full really quickly, but I like to munch. Y'all know I like to munch, right? I'm not munching now because Anthony Joseph said, you're always munching. So I'm going to curtail my habits, as miserable as I am right now, because I'm just ready to munch. I don't know, a fixation. But knowing that, I munch, but I don't really eat full meals. But I can't expect that if someone is ordering a steak and I just want an appetizer, I'm not going to pay. I know that it's split. So what I do is I still order and then I just have them bag it. So in that way, at night when everybody's hungry, you see me eating my steak and I'm like, where you get the steak from? Oh yeah, y'all were eating
Yes.
mistake during dinner.
But people have to get in the habit. If you're with the girls, if you're going
Right.
out for dinner with the girls, and it's 4 people, I don't care if it's vegan, you split in 4.
It's
if
too
you don't want to
complicated not
split,
doing that.
stay home.
Yeah.
Then you cannot have a sisterhood.
I agree. Yeah,
You
I
understand?
Agree. It's just it gets complicated trying to say.
And it's only moral.
Person,
it's courtesy.
It's a quarter. This person is 3/4.
Yeah. No.
We're not mathematicians trying to do that.
No, we just split the bill.
Let's split the bill. Yeah.
And don't forget the grocery shopping.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
that was good. We went to the Walmart and went grocery shopping. And then we also decided split it down. Like
split it in 7.
Whoever
Everything was
purchased,
split in.
okay, I owe you 20. And don't be the kind of person where people gotta ask you twice
for the money.
For the money.
No,
just
somebody use the card,
just
give them money one time. Because I'm a person, I don't like to owe, so I was paying right there. One time.
And people are like, no, you don't have to worry.
I'm worried. Yeah, you understand?
Zelle, Cash App right now.
So we did shopping and we pick up stuff what everybody.
And then we decided who was gonna cook. So when we were in Charlotte, everybody said let's try jollof rice. I was like, fine, I'll make a jollof rice
and I made saltfish.
She made saltfish and she cooked something else.
Yeah,
it was just so
I
fun.
make corn soup.
Yeah,
you understand, something that everybody eat, and it was cheaper because eating out cost, right?
It cost,
so
right?
It was cost us what, $40 a person.
Right. I think we go out once. I think we went out once. And all the other times we ate
home.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner at home. So again, if you're a person,
then we bought wine too.
And
who
we
was drinking wine or whoever.
Right. Well, we bought wines that people liked. So it's not like as if, I only like Moscato, so that's all I'm gonna buy. No. We just buy multiple wines. We split it.
Yeah.
7. If you don't drink, sorry.
And then saying yummy food too.
Yummy
yes, the food was good. The jollof rice was on.
Love it. So this is a tip for you guys. So if you have not done this,
and game night too, if you're saying game night, yes.
Game night, yes. So have fun, man. You don't have to
have money.
It doesn't have to be expensive to have a good time.
No.
You just gotta be smart.
Yes.
And commit. And once you can do that, I mean, we're looking, God willing, for Dane's birthday probably in March. Yeah. We're gonna do something.
You know what? Right? We try to do all inclusive, which is cheaper.
Correct.
So Dane, again, she's the planner of our group,
right?
And she will go to JetBlue Vacation. So JetBlue Vacation will have hotel/flight. So that is covered for 10%. They have pickup from the airport to the hotel and back. That is all covered for.
All covered.
So we don't have to worry about food or anything. The most we might be worried about if we want to take tours outside the hotel, then you pay out of pocket for that.
That's like excursion. That one you don't have to split because if you don't attend, then you just don't attend.
Go. Yeah.
But you pay that separately. But so far, it's been really, really, really wonderful. So and I'm so happy to have a sisterhood that I can do this, because before it would be expensive because I'm just going with myself or a spouse or now I'm like, how's here? I'm attending like all of the above, like if I can, and now thinking of my children so that they can also enjoy themselves too.
Right. So we wouldn't leave them out. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I was telling the girls, I think we want to do a cabin coming up, maybe November or December. Dane was saying the Poconos, so we could rent a cabin again Thursday to Sunday, and we all go, we take the kids and everything, and we do family stuff. We might be in the cabin, but we're having a good time, game nights and stuff. Right. And that again is affordable.
It's definitely affordable.
Dane is saying, I love to travel with my sisterhood. Lots of laughter, and I learned to dance. Yes, Sylvia was the dance tutor.
Thank you, sweetie. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we did have a great time. And for me, like someone like me, I do travel, but sometimes I feel bad that I don't take my children. So I think this is a good opportunity to see where it fits, where it doesn't really mess up like the adult stuff that's going on, and yet still the kids can still have a good time. We can just
And what I want people to know too, when you have a sisterhood and brotherhood, there are different personalities that you have to get accustomed to.
Correct.
So, everybody know that I am very boisterous and I say my mind, outspoken. I may know Philia who to be quiet. I may know Dane who like to eat. Afia who don't like to talk. She like to sleep. She might take an hour in the shower. You understand? So you have to know your friends when you travel with them. So when we're going out, we say, hey, what time we rolling? If we say 7 o'clock, I know Afia up at 5 o'clock to get yourself together, because some are slower than others. So we have to always remember that too when you have a sisterhood.
know each other's personalities.
And here dear Nana is buff up too, like you know. Susan is saying, yeah, you can't take everything serious. Yeah, you cannot take everything serious, and everybody don't already know each other's personality, and we all get along because we know each other's personality.
And even if someone calls you out on it, like I know at the beginning, it's like, oh, Philly, I was like, I don't take that long. Oh my God, where do you guys get this idea that I take a long time? I swear it does not take me. I'm like, But then I proved that, see, I'm ready. Don't say I took a long time.
But Keisha and I was always down first.
Right.
But I have another group I travel with to my niece and her crew from Orlando. And my niece, no, she takes a long time. Right. So she takes an hour to get dressed. So she gets up first before everybody while we sleeping. Right. She and Polly, because they take extra time. Right. So I know the group that I travel with, and we understand each other. So don't take everything serious.
It comes from a good place, guys. It really does.
You go to have fun, and you will not tired. Okay, yeah. That's a form of respect as well. Good afternoon, Miss Sexy from Spring. Philia and Afia needs an hour and more. God. So true, Phyllis. Yes, you know, so you just have to know your friends and just give them a time. Once you give them a time and say, hey girls, we roll in 9 o'clock, everybody's supposed to be down at 9 o'clock. You know, so you get that out of the way. So everybody know, hey, get yourself together, put aside your clothes, whatever. So it's good to travel. So don't ever say you can't afford things, because once you travel with a sisterhood, it's easier. You don't have to spend the brunt of it. Right. You know, and even if we do 2 vacations or whatever, you plan, you work hard, you work a little overtime. You know that side money is for your travel. Right. But learn to travel and do things and experience the world, and not just stay stagnant and you know you're frustrated and you're watching me and saying, oh, I wish I could be like Phyllis and her crew. My crew work hard. They work hard. She works on Saturdays sometimes. My off days are Thursdays and Fridays. I work from Sunday to Wednesday. You understand? And people was like, oh, you always get time. It's 17 years I'm working with Delta. Yes, thank you. And I take time. Right. I have people working for me. Phil, you want to work? Yes. You work. Then you want to work for me? Like, and I enjoy my life. Look at that. I'm in Mele and I have people working for me. I have days I can use, but sometimes it's not available. Depends on your staffing. Exactly. So I plan everything that I do. I plan. And I always tell the girls, I'm not a short notice person because I have to give people advance. And shout out to my swap buddy, Mr. Hoy. He got me on Saturday, Sunday. So for summer, I enjoy my summer. I was either off every Saturday in July and off every Sunday in August to enjoy my summer. Beautiful. Okay, so don't be a hater. So,
no, absolutely. And also just having people who can cover you, who you trust as well, because you know that you will also be there for them. So it's really about a give and take. So I think Phyllis mentioned that being Trini, this just comes with the package. You enjoy, and then you get back to work. And you get back to work. So for someone like me, who I don't party and I'm starting to party a lot, I think it's just more of a mentality. Like I have that on and off switch thing that I'm able to do. So I try to say, okay, I enjoyed myself. I'm working hard. Excuse me, I'm working hard now. So I know that in the next trip, I get to enjoy myself. So for me, that gives me the motivation, because it's all these short-term goals. So for me, it's like, okay, I'm prepping myself. I'm going to pack my bags. And once I'm on that plane, once I land in LaGuardia or JFK, it's like we're back to business mode until the next vacation. So that's how I get myself prepared. What I found interesting is I didn't take a lot of the shuttles. I tried to walk a lot, because I don't like formal working out, like meaning like you're doing your weights and this and that. I like things like roller skating, dancing, jump roping. I want it to feel like I'm not working, but I'm working. So because of the hot sun and because of the amount of miles that you're doing back and forth, I feel like I'm not necessarily bigger or heavier or less in shape than I was than when I came. I actually feel like I'm even better because I'm kind of getting myself into that kind of routine. Like whenever we leave here, only where Phyllis is staying is a little further, but between Sunrise and the Zouk,
I walked. We completely walked all the time. Like we almost never took the golf carts. Right. We just walked along the beach. It was really a nice walk. It gives you an opportunity to have self-reflection, to see the things that work and the things that don't work.
Right.
Have opportunity if you're traveling with someone to talk to them.
Yes.
You know, hash your stuff out. You know, like for me, I traveled with Juan and we were just talking about the things that, you know, like we're here in paradise. If you can't get along in paradise, you can't get along anywhere.
Exactly.
You know, so it puts things into perspective. It makes you wonder then, you know, why look for problems when there's nothing there? You could literally just enjoy yourself and then take this moment, this experience, and take it with you.
Correct.
So you're constantly in a good mindset. So that's the great thing also about traveling, because you're not in your regular everyday hustle and bustle.
Right.
You're now in a place where you can pick and choose what you want to be bothered with.
Right.
You know, so this is what I love about
And I
this
would
trip.
say too, for me, I watch what I ate, because this hotel have everything 24/7. You could put on some pounds, leave it. That is with the alcohol plus your food selection. Don't talk about the dessert section. Plus you have your special restaurants that if you want pizza, it have a pizza, it have Japanese, it have Caribbean. I mean, it has so many food
things
to eat. So it's, you know, you just have to eat healthy.
Right.
And I mean, if it's a funny person who doesn't like to eat out and different thing, I don't know how you'll survive. But here have everything. No Trini West Indian food. I mean, you know, you'll get a little peas and rice and different things, but you know, it's different. Sherry saying my circle is small. Me and my husband or my kids. Although I have 3 women that I made a good friends with in Louisiana. We roll when we need space from husband and children.
Okay.
Dane is asking if we see the ice cream man this year in Mele.
No.
Because you know he was around last year.
He was. And you know what's
everybody.
funny? He was not there this year. So we're gonna have to put our comments in the Mele site that we missed the ice cream man. We love it. One thing that we want to say that they're adding to Mele, and Marshall is mentioned it, they're gonna have Juve. So
yes.
That's gonna be amazing. And I always wondered how does that work, because it's a resort. So you're talking about powder, this, mud, and blah, 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 oil, whatever it is.
Yeah,
that people
so I think
do.
he says either if we want it on the road or if we want it on the beach.
On the beach. The beach
Technically,
seems
the beach
like
might be
the
better
best place because the cleanup will be
because
easier.
Uber Soca Cruise do have their Juve and they have it on the
beach.
beach
Makes
with
more
the paint, mud, whatever.
Right.
Because you remember when they moor it, you wouldn't see
It's
the
all
paint.
gone. Exactly.
And then after people just go in the beach and
wash off.
So
I think that's the best place. Yeah, because on the road, this resort is way beautiful. Like, to try to have
so they're
all
going
that
to add that for 2024.
that is gonna be so much fun.
Last night.
So we say now, guys, start saving up. It could be a little at a time.
Yes.
You know, just
get a layaway plan.
A layaway plan. It doesn't. I'm telling you, it's a year from now, and we don't know if they'll do it in May again or they'll do it again in September.
Yeah, they better wait for the dates.
You don't have to feel like you cannot attend. Take a little at a time.
And you don't have to feel like you cannot afford.
You can. You have to plan to afford in order for you to afford, right?
Yeah.
So if you really want to do something, you just do it. Like I have 5 kids. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. You're like, oh, are you gonna go? I'm gonna go. And you just make the time. You just literally make the time. So this is our suggestion. And I think I think last year I stayed at the Grand. This year I stayed at the Zouk. The Zouk is a much smaller hotel, but the service was excellent. I thought with it being smaller, it wasn't nicer. It was very beautiful, very nice. Service was great. It was quick. If room service told me 45 minutes, within 20 minutes they were there. So I would not mind staying at the Nazook again. But if I didn't, I would definitely stay at the Grand, because the Grand has grand opportunities and grand activities. And it's definitely more expensive, but there's more for the children. And I do plan, God willing, to bring my children next time.
Fia is saying major credit and acknowledgement to hospitality and staff and the locals who most are welcoming on the trips, and you're right. The locals, the hospitality, the staff, and the staff not even looking for a tip. You know, sometimes you go to a country and people hanging you down for tips. The staff here just want to make you feel comfortable.
And they probably get paid okay. That's probably why it's not something that is so, like, they depend on it, but we still do it. Like, you know, we try to get as. So I suggest that when you go into countries like this, you get
Change.
tons of fives, tons of ones.
Yeah.
You know, so like our room
just $20 or
service,
$40 and
Right.
change, and you
just
just tip
give it
it
to them,
because
tip them.
$2 goes a long,
A long
way.
way.
May not go a long way for you, but
But
for
for
them,
them, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
So what we do is like every day I leave $5 for our room service because we know that they're gonna clean. There's one person cleaning a king size bed or a double bed. You know, your clothes sometimes it's on the floor. They literally take it and push it to the
Yeah.
side. They try to make the room and giving you fresh linen and everything of that sort. $5 is nothing.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? Leave it for them. When you get a ride in the golf cart, tip them $2, $3. Like we had literally from our hotel straight to Phyllis's room. You know,
yeah, go
like
door.
it was door to door. He didn't have to do that, but he did it. You
Yeah.
know, so I think it's really nice, even with the free restaurants.
Right.
Put down if it's 2 of you or 3 of you, it doesn't hurt to put down $5,
Yeah.
even 5. 10
Yeah.
might be you
Yeah.
might feel like it's too
Yeah.
much because it's
Yeah.
already free. Put down 5. It does go a long way for these people because they have tons of children, families they have to take care of. So tipping, I think, is mandatory. I mean, people think it's optional, but once someone gives you a service, you should always tip them, period. You know, now if you are a good tipper, great. And if you're a cheap tipper, at least 10% of whatever you think that meal was. That's how you should
or
go.
Once they can give them something
Yeah.
from your pocket,
$1, $2,
you know,
it's really
if it can do 10%, give them something. at least,
Just something.
because something
To show
goes a long
appreciation.
way.
Yes.
I think.
I
You
agree.
know.
I agree 100%.
So we hope that you guys have any questions
I
against
know, we were
us?
just constantly
Talking, yeah,
but
we were just telling you about
Our trip.
living your life
Yeah.
and how the balance is always good because now it's back to reality
Mhm.
and back to work.
Back to work.
After all the play, we go back to reality with our kids,
Right.
back to the school, back to everything.
Back to everything. Everything
You
starts
understand?
now because school officially has started. You know, that means traffic is officially back.
Yes.
You know, all
I
that,
feel-
right? You know, so but it was actually one thing I remember last Mele. I didn't feel like I was necessarily. I felt like I was overdressed for
Right.
last Mele. I just wanted to mention that. So it is important to look at what the themes are because this
It's
year
better.
I felt like I was just more in the speed of things, and of course, still look your age. You know, you don't have to dress like an old woman.
Yeah.
You have to dress too
And you
young.
don't have to dress too young either
Yeah,
with your
you
belly.
just you just kind of go
Take some pride.
Take some pride in
Take
yourself.
some pride in yourself.
Right, you can still be sexy and still cover up.
Yeah,
at
you
the
don't have to
same
be
time.
trashy.
Right, yeah, trashy not classy, not
Not
trashy.
trashy.
Right.
Yeah.
So I felt like this year was definitely I felt more comfortable with the way I was going about, so I just feel like even next year, and it also gave me incentive to continue the workout because I remember Phyllis and we used to walk all the time. She still continues, but
Yeah,
I fell
yeah.
off. I want to go back to being consistent because consistency helps, and it's over a year. Imagine what the difference is going to be.
With
So.
greater love from Wakanda land. Wakanda, I miss you so much. Okay, Philip? Yes, we all miss you, Wakanda.
Yes,
Forever.
Wakanda forever.
Ever. Yes.
But we loved all of the friends. We have Junior, Beverly, we had
Susan,
Portia,
Portia, her husband.
Yes.
We had Keston.
Keston.
We had a good crew.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
10
had
of us. We had
Suzette.
Larry.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Larry,
Yeah.
Quan, Tony, Joseph,
Yes.
myself, and Phyllis. We were
We had
rolling.
Craig and
deep.
his wife,
Craig and his wife.
Michelle. We had a big crew.
Big crew, and it just felt so good. We all had each other's back. We helped each other when one needed it. It never felt burdensome. So I love that, and I think we should always try to continue to just keep being family, keep being united. Like we're
And
all
keep
one.
being nice. It
Keep being
doesn't
kind.
cost anything.
Kindness goes a long
Yeah,
way.
because not everybody life is perfect. Always remember that, and you always remember you may go through one thing and Philip might be going through something else, and I may not know. She don't want to share that with me. So it's always good to be nice and just learn to listen. As
Learn
I
to
grow
listen.
older, I learn to listen a
Right.
lot. And I know the Lord don't like a murmurer. That's why I don't murmur about things.
Right.
But I learn to listen, and I just watch people actions.
Yes, be astute to
know?
people because sometimes somebody may not be wanting to say anything,
Thing.
but you notice.
Yeah.
And as a friend, it's important for you to just say, hey, I'm here. You may
Yeah.
not want to say what's going on, but I could tell something is off.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Or take it easy.
Yeah.
Or take time for yourself.
Yeah.
Or
Don't let
don't let
anybody
anybody
steal
steal your joy or steal your light. Like that is enough sometimes to make someone go just go along and be okay.
Yeah.
You know, so these are all things that we want to give as tips because it definitely worked for all of us in this, and we want to, you know, share it with you because each one teaches us.
Yes. So with that said, on Saturday the 16th we visiting Dubai, which is Lick Your Lips. My friend Wendy, she has her backyard on Saturday,
All right.
the 16th, and on the 17th, which is Sunday, I have my next friend Joanne Baker, her son, Papi concert, Papi show. That will be on Sunday. If you need tickets, go to Frontline Ticketing to get the ticket. On Saturday, when the event is free entry, and you support the bar and you buy your food.
Okay,
I think it starts at 1 o'clock, food sales. So come out and have a good time. The crew will be there because again, we support each other and we support the sisterhood.
Is there a theme for Wendy's? Dubai?
Dubai. She teamed this year's coming to Dubai.
Okay.
So you dress up in your bohemian,
I got you. Okay.
whatever
Nice. Okay.
way.
Cool.
That's her team.
Nice.
You know, so guys come out and support each one. We know that it's coming to an end. Summer is done.
It is.
I want to say too, big up to the rhythm section in Mele.
Yeah.
We need a bigger rhythm section.
Me
But
too.
these ladies were good.
They were
Kudos to them. They were doing a fantastic job.
Right.
All right. Anything else we forgetting for wrap up?
No, I think we're really good. I mean, nothing in mind, but really always remember to be kind to one another. Keep God first. You know, keep your friends close. Always be supportive and try to plan to have a great time. Planning does not cost anything, and you know, having fun does not necessarily mean it has to be expensive.
And if you're in the Orlando area, September the 30th, they have a comedy, Calypso Caribbean Jazz. And you have Preacher, Errol Fabian, Cassie, and you have Lima Damba. That's my co-host for the People's Chat Room every Saturday. You guys can check me out. I'm on for 12:45 to 1. I have a 15-minute segment there. You can get your tickets too. Just check them out. You can check out the People's Chat Room on Instagram, on Facebook for all your ticket information. The show starts at 5 p.m. and it will be on the American Legion Reception Hall. That is in Orlando, Florida.
Right.
Comedy, Calypso, Caribbean Jazz.
Right.
Okay? I think that's all we have for now,
That's all
guys.
we have for now, and for me,
Yes.
I continue to do my podcast, Treading Faith, and Wisdom Wednesdays live. So Treading Faith is treading like treading water, TREADING, faith FAITH, .captivate.fm. And that's our podcast. And also I have my live every other Wednesday. So not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday will be my live.
And
so
then,
thank you so much. You guys are always awesome. You continue to motivate us
Support.
to be better. You're supportive.
and don't forget our book club,
And we have a book club that
Yes.
we're going to actually officially be starting. So I have 10 books for sale at $15 a piece. And the book is called Breathe. You can also get it on Amazon. We're going to set an official date, maybe at our next Motivational Monday. We'll give the official date. We'll rotate the dates, and we'll have our discussions, and then we'll give you a date of when the author is going to come.
Correct. So please, if you want, Philia has copies. The copies are $15.
Correct.
Please order your books and let us start our book club.
Yes.
All right. So that's our new venture. For the latecomers, you can watch over the episode. I'll have it download on YouTube for you. Again, subscribe the page, share the page, like the page,
comment,
and
share. Yes.
And love in the house always. All right.
Yes, guys.
Peace out. Yes, we are still in Mele. We're
Still in
leaving
Mele,
tomorrow, God's
still in
willing.
Mele.
You know. And have a blessed and wonderful and safe week. And remember, guys, be kind to someone out there.
They
Doesn't
need
hurt
it.
anything. Okay.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.